One man is in hospital with serious injuries following what police believe is a random stabbing at this bus station in southeast Edmonton. Edmonton police say the victim called 911 before collapsing and say the suspect fled the area on foot and is still at large Thursday afternoon. This is just the most recent incident in a string of violent crimes. Only one day earlier, EPS responded to what they call a targeted stabbing at Southgate Mall. And in Calgary, one person is in critical condition after a shooting on a bus.
You should avoid trying to lump all crime together.
This criminologist says it's important to separate targeted criminal attacks from the random violence seen commonly on transit, which he says has everything to do with the pandemic.
We all know that mental health among most people suffered during the pandemic, but we fail to realize that the people who were on the street or were disconnected from society became further disconnected.
This morning, right here in Edmonton, a 48-year-old man was randomly stabbed.
Federal Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre making an election campaign-style speech in Edmonton Thursday, blaming recent crime trends on Justin Trudeau and the NDP.
The same violent criminals are going back and forth into jail through a revolving door.
Poilievre is calling for bail reform, which is already underway. Just last month, Canada's federal justice minister committed to making changes to the criminal code and Canada's bail system to address the challenges posed by repeat violent offenders.
I think the people who actually work in the system and know how it works are less skeptical to say there's a quick and easy solution to this, which would be tighten up bail reform.
However, King says even with recent increases of crime in Canada, we are still at the lowest point since the 1990s, and says statements like these made by politicians can contribute to the fear of crime.
You have to be really mindful about doing that, because when fear of crime goes up, it's very hard to bring it down.
In response to violence in Edmonton and Calgary, Alberta's UCP government announced earlier this month funding for 100 new police officers to patrol high crime areas. In Edmonton, Laura Krause, City News.